Hey everyone, Rushlock here with episode 10, I believe, of Alpha to Omega. We're going to get started today. We're on the Minmatar character. Currently sitting at, I believe, 1.3 billion and some change. Well over halfway to completing the challenge. For those just tuning in, we are doing 3 Alpha to Omega characters at the same time. Chat gets to decide which Empire character we fly. Wonder if we can stop that in time. Forgot to repair the armor. On this ship, we went through an incursion system yesterday and had to crash gate because there was a bubble on the gate. And the not-so-friendly local Sansha NPCs lit us up pretty good. But on a Minmatar ship, it's hard to notice, so... Get repair quotes, repair all, okay, easy. Let's try that again. We're going to run the BW and maybe the G5 pipe. I want to get past the 4B XHQ area relatively quickly. Maybe WISO 4B is more accurate. Try and outpace any potential gate camps forming this morning. Let's also get posted on Discord here. Very good. KB7, nobody in local. Also this morning I was able to cut a video for Faction Warfare. I got to record myself running one of the rendezvous sites and giving all the details there. Bush Kitty, Nesbit, good morning, and Shrade going for a minute 1 shill of the day, nerd of the day. Shrade, thank you very much for the bits. Let's get you added in for Nerd of the Day here. Could go 2 days in a row. Shrade, you held on to Nerd of the Day yesterday for bits. Like 4 or 5 other people all cheered bits yesterday. But no one dethroned you. Yeah, Shrade, well, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check that real quick. I can confirm it. Scroll up through here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Let's go over that way. Let's go there. Clear that out. Ayers, good morning. Hope we're doing well. I think Spencer had to leave before you yesterday. I could be misremembering. It's very easy to do. Yesterday was relatively ethical, though. We had, like, several people cheer 100. Elderwolf did a $3 tip while I was AFK because I raided King Fatso and I thought I hit stop streaming. Apparently I didn't. So I went and ran errands, came back, and the stream was still going. I was like, oh my god. I thought so, Shrade. Yeah. As soon as I said that, I was like, wait a minute. No, Shrade left first. Maybe Spencer was hard lurking. I started a new alpha account and made a new character, a Marian character. Had a blast and played on it all day yesterday. That's awesome, Nesbit. Were you doing like air career program? Were you doing something else? What was the activity that kept you engaged all day? This is a combat site we can ignore. Let's get into TU. Let's go this way. But again, Shrade, thank you very, very much for the bits. I do appreciate it. We have 3 minutes remaining. If we can find 2 professional shills at the 4-minute mark of the stream. To join Shrade to kick off the first hype train of the day. It is certainly a bit early, but we'll see what happens. Made a new account simply so I can buy things and send them to Nullsec. So like you made... wait, why a new account? Is your first account already full? And you can't put a Jita alt on it, or what? Let's go to 9Y. No SIGs here. Did some of the career agent stuff, then did the SV Epic Arc. Wow. Have any of the agents in the SOE Epic Arc had their like UI updated at all, Nesbit, from what you noticed? I was curious about that. Ah, gotcha, Shrade. That makes sense. Didn't want to have to switch back and forth. Alright, 2 signatures, nobody in local. Tripwire says... They're both unknown to me. Let's get the probes out. The scan started there. Gotcha, Nesbit. Well, I didn't know if the... Did the agent box look similar to the career agent box, where it's like this big dressed up window versus just a dialogue box, basically. But if you haven't done an old style mission in a long time, maybe it didn't stand out to you. Hey, Nagori. Sorry, my alarm was going off. Let's get that over there. Move these probes over here. We'll catch them on Nagori's chat. Go there and scan this one. Just dropping by to say, hey, I'm about to get some food and some sleep. Night shift worker. Came home 5 hours ago, getting a bit tired. Understandable, Nagori. Hope you get some rest, and thank you for taking the time to stop in and say hello. 4AU. I think this sphere is going to be too small, but we can give it a scan and make sure. Hey, Cyborg. A lot of animated avatars and voiceover for the SOE Epic Arc. That's interesting. That makes me think they did overhaul it then. Cyborg, first one today for the 9th time, getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. Remember, if you don't know about it, or if you haven't done it yet, down below chat there's a red button that says Get Good. Click it. That will open up your channel point menu, and from there, you can put your points into a large skill injector giveaway that will fire off when it reaches 100%. Nesbit getting points in as well. Thank you, Nesbit. Nagori just had to make that 200 mil. Is that like your daily goal, Nagori? Log in. Grind it out. Sometimes it takes long, sometimes it takes a short amount of time. We've got a level 1 relic site here. We're going to bookmark it. Save that. My alarm went off. That means we can safely run the site, and it should still be up for downtime. Even the in-game time is 1 minute into the hours, so... Ah, gotcha, Nagori. Bush Kitty and one other getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you both very much. Let's go ahead and prop over. Let's see what else we've got to work with here. Andrew and Shad on Discord. Let's go ahead and lock this one up. F for that. Keep the prop going one more cycle. Local's still good. No micro warp. Yep, we've got the micro warp drive right there. We're moving at 2568. 8 million in the can. We'll probably steal that. It's not an amazing can, but when you're going alpha to omega. Nagori getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you, Nagori. Now, when that giveaway fires off, it'll run for 24 hours, so everyone should have an opportunity to get into that giveaway regardless of time zone and life schedule. But yeah, Shrade, we're definitely using micro warp drive on this one. Let's go here. It's pretty standard setup for exploration. The cans are so far away that if you went without a micro warp drive, it'd be pretty miserable. Let's check these other cans. We've got the site bookmarked. Nothing in that can. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Final can, F4. If I do win a redraw, I got too many skills already. Another empty can, scammed by CCP. Let's get into BW. Let's go here. And we're good to go. But happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're all about to enjoy your weekend. Hey there, Acid. Glad you could join us today. After work yesterday, I went to Target on my way to pick up Little Man. And they had this Lightning McQueen car for 8-year-olds and up. And he's only 2, so I was able to resist, but it was really cool. The hood popped open, had all this detail on the engine. The tires you could pop off and put on white wall tires. It had an entire rack. I'm like, yep, he's going to lose those in 2 seconds. But dangerous place, Target. They've got cool toys. I like to spoil Little Man. We'll see how unethical we get today. I also got to go to the garage today after work and see about getting the brakes done, and if it remains affordable, great. And if not, less great. But if it's a good price on that, then maybe I'll go back and pick it up and stash it for when he's older. I meant to look online. I guess I can do that now while I'm thinking about it. pop over to Amazon and type in JADA Lightning McQueen. Let's see what they're charging for it. That's the one. Ooh, they're charging like $35 for it. It's only 20 bucks at Target. I'm gonna have to go back and snatch that up then. Alright, we've got this SIG, which is a wormhole. Let's go this way.
Warp drive active.
Shrade found out late last night. I don't have to work today. Uh-oh, Shrade. Hopefully that's an all positive thing, having an extra day off. How long did the blank stream continue for? Like an hour, Acid. I joined after you left. Chat were entertaining themselves, of course. Yeah, like, I raid into King Fatso. I'm like, alright, well, I got errands to run. Let's get those get done. I come back, and I'm like, why is the stream still going? It's a bummer when you find a really cool toy, but the kid is too young for it, yeah. Like, I don't mind stashing it for later. That's okay on my side, but I've got his next, like, 2 or 3 birthdays and Christmases ready to go. I don't need to grab more. And then, like, it's opportunity cost, Nesbit. Like, I know later when he's old enough to have it, like, that thing will be 3 times the cost or something. But there'll be other cool things at that time, and he may be into other franchises by that time, so. Target's just dangerous because it has such a wide variety and frequently new merchandise for it. How do you even manage to buy toys for a child and not yourself who would kill you, Push Kitty? You see them enjoy it and play with it and smile about it, and then your brain just takes over and leads you down the path, Bush Kitty. Easy game, easy life, Nagori. Another 200 mil pop. Well done. 2 nerds in local we don't care about. Let's go check in the 9fob and G5 real quick. Ah, gotcha, Shrade. So nothing of value was missed. Thelzar, thank you for the lurk, and good luck on your strat op. Nearly 4-year-old daughter has started taking an interest in my Warhammer, so she definitely needs an army, right? Right? Exactly. Like, if I buy this car for Little Man, I'll just stick it on the work bookshelf here. I have a... You know, I can actually show it to you guys here in Shillville. I don't want to move the camera, though. If I come up this wall back here and go up, there's a Chick Hicks diecast car in the packaging, just hanging on a hook. It's my little Durin reminder throughout the day. He has his own diecast Chick Hicks. I didn't, like, steal his or anything. He got one with a launcher that shoots it across the room. 1 old SIG, and then 1 nerd and an Ishtar. Now, the Kitty Duval nerd will try to hunt us, so... But they're not on D-scans. Let's go this way. D-scan's still clear. Absolutely not for me, exactly, Acid. Why is that guy doing anything with the Bush Kitty? Buddy just got into a Warhammer and people pay him absurd amounts of money to paint. Yeah, absolutely, Shrade. We had that here too when I was running my hobby store. There'd be people who specialized in that part of the hobby, and plenty of people who enjoy the hobby but didn't have time to paint. And they'd see someone else do a great job, and it's like, okay, why paint it myself? I'm just gonna fuck it up. I can pay this person to paint it. I like their work, so then I'll be happier with what I purchased, and then it would just keep cycling from there. D-scan's still clear. Let's get into, I guess, back into Wiseau and run Jeeve. We're not hauling any valuable loot right now, so it's a good time to run the Jeeve pocket. Alright, we need to get into XHQ and Najeev. See who's putting around. We've got 50 minutes, 50 minutes till downtime. Oh, the new YouTube video is up. Alright, I need maximum shills here. Anyone who's able to, click that link in chat and go to our newest video. It's about the faction warfare site, the rendezvous sites that we've been running. Click the link, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Let the video play if you can. All of it is free. And all of it helps immensely toward the analytics for a brand new video going up. +1 nerd and local. I don't recognize them though. Let's go to Jeeve and see what we land on at the gate.
Warp drive active.
AZ. Used to buy and paint them, but never played. I had customers who did that too. Yep. They'd come in, buy their box sets, take it home. A lot of them would assemble and paint them while, you know, watching TV or a movie or whatever in the evenings, and that was their, like, decompression time. Thank you, Acid. I appreciate that. Tech 2 guns. There you go, Shrade. More damage. Nagori, for his second birthday, I gave my nephew a plastic tool. For his fifth birthday, he got a metal one. It disappeared quickly. His dad didn't think their glass table was a good place to use a hammer. How narrow-minded of him, Nagori. How narrow-minded. What a shit, Nagori. Giving them a metal hammer. Now, did you know they had a glass, I'm guessing like a coffee table or something, I don't know. Let's see. Then again, like, why would you have with a 5-year-old? Why would you have a glass table at all? That seems like setting himself up for failure on that one. Hayes is an active pilot. Spartan looks familiar for some reason, but we'll see what happens here. Plus 100 range on the Cormorant. Damn straight, that's a hell of a lot of range. Ayers is +1 like and view. Ayers, thank you very much. Revenge is sweet, Corey. Yep, exactly, Bush Kitty. There are even streams for it. Absolutely. I don't have a steady hand enough for paintings, so I'd be one of the folks having someone else paint them. That reminds me of something else I can show Tim. I've got minis for Marvel, X-Men specifically, because of course I do. There's a current product on the market called Marvel Crisis Protocol. That's Marvel's tabletop product, basically. And I've received a lot of the X-Men ones as gifts over the years, and I'm never going to assemble or paint them, but I have them, right? So someday I'll find somebody local to do them up. Let's go to NR. Then I can display them. Oh man, I can put them on the stream. Now I'm even more motivated. The glass table was a coffee table? Yeah. I don't remember who had it. Growing up, I remember somebody we knew having a wood and glass coffee table. And like the glass panels were sectionalized in there. And as a kid, you know, it makes that tap sound when you tap it. So it's instantly amusing. And then all the adults are like, oh god, it's gonna happen. Like, yeah, probably, but, you know, I'm 4. I don't know any better. Slimestone, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Glad you could join us today. We're on our Minmatar character for the Alpha to Omega series. Anyone who hasn't seen this yet, we're running 3 Alpha to Omegas at the same time. Minmatar is currently in control with the largest paywall yet to date. Oh, that reminds me, Shrade. Shrade, who do you want to support? I'm looking for your name in a previous voting. I swear you voted before. It's a lot of nerds in local. Let's go K1 just see what happens. Put these in tripwire along the way.
Warp drive active.
Caldari. Let me go see why I can't find... Yeah, there you are. Perfect. Thank you. So another 100 points to Caldari. That will attack the Minmatar paywall. Knock that paywall down a little bit more. There we go. Another chip damage done to the Minmatar paywall. The bulwark against all other empires at over 12,000 points. Will chat be able to break the Minmatar paywall before they win the competition? Let's go DNR. Empty system here.
Drive active.
Yeah, I knew you'd voted before, Shrade, but I couldn't find your name for some reason. But then I did. It was at the top of the list. I'm off. Have a super great stream. Thank you, Nagori. I appreciate that. Hope you get some rest. And again, thank you for stopping in. Alright, DNR. Four SIGs with a single nerd and local. We're going to have to tripwire them and see what they're up to. This system was full of data sites last time we were here. These are all new to me, though. Let's go Z-kill. Let's grab this nerd's name. Throw them in here. Tripwire says... They lost an Astero on the 7th. They go on fleets a lot, but they don't seem to kill explorers. But if they lost an Astero, it means they're flying an Astero. In fact, they've lost 2 Asteros since late last month. So it's safe to say we know what they're in. But let's see if we can find these signatures and get them bookmarked and prepped for downtime. Bushkitty says, "C again claims to support Caldari, yet no donos from Mr. Shade to the Caldari Customs." Bushkitty trying to scam Shrade out of the risk. What would you expect though from a dirty ganker? A dirty station spinning, money grubbing, power wasting. Let's go here. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be raining here in like 2 hours. Let's see if that is still scheduled correctly. Junk. Go there. Data site, no thank you. Go back to 1 AU on these. Scan that one, scan here. Alright, rain is going to happen later today, around noon. Okay. Just got to push back a few hours. I'll have you know, I'm a Caldari customs agent myself. Doesn't mean you don't have to pay the fees. Is that one of the perks? Your bribes go straight into your own pockets. So you have to bribe somebody else, like a supervisor. Yeah, 100% power wasting is not like I paid for it, you know. I'm sorry, Mr. Bushkitty. Our records show that you, in fact, owe us power. Now that you're generating your own through your unethical solar-powered means. Yeah, I think Zaf mentioned that yesterday, Acid. Shad, good morning. Coming in with the Patreon request. For anyone who doesn't know about Patreon in chat, Patreon is a third-party subscription service, separate from Twitch, where we get to keep 95% of the proceeds or more. Compared to Twitch, where we get to keep less than half of it. So if you want the most of your dollar going towards supporting the channel and keeping us on full-time, Patreon is the way to go, along with a tip button. Also for the space nerds, every new dollar on Patreon fires off a 100 millionist giveaway. And if we have a new VIP on Patreon, that's a 1 billionist giveaway. The VIP badge, like the one Shad has, there's a finite number of them. Once they're gone, they're gone. So even if you don't care about the badge, you get the extra value of knowing you prevented someone else from getting one later. When was our last Patreon supporter? Was it still Nesbit and Holy? Let me go over here and take a look. Our last Patreon supporter, yep, was Holy. And that was a week ago. Uh-oh. We've gone Friday to Friday. We've not had a new Patreon supporter yet this week. Will the drought be broken today? I'm sure chat will keep me on point for the Patreon shill today. Hey, Sawdeath. Hope you're doing well. Acid getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. Thank you, Acid. Nesbit, that sweet disk. Oh my god. This system had 3 data sites in it yesterday. Today it has 4. Nothing but data sites full time, all the time. Disgusting. What did I miss, Ayers? What's the interesting part? Alright, we finished this pocket. We don't have any relic sites? We have 1 relic site back in the BW pocket bookmark, that's right. We got that one waiting for us. But it'll depend on like which side of the gate camp location that we're on at the time. We're still not hauling any relevant amount of loot, so gee, I guess we can go to the spot and get these scanned down at least. Let's run them through Tripwire. Only UA is new. Other ones are old. Move that over. Scan that one. There we go. The limited VIP badges. Yeah. So yeah, Nesbit has the VIP badge as well. We have about 18 or so left. Once they're gone, they're gone. And people either like their special snowflake badge or they like the spite of knowing they stopped someone else from getting a special snowflake badge. Completely unrelated to the idea of directly supporting the channel and cheating Bezos out of his bucks, right? Completely unrelated. Let's go here. That's right, Strayed. Rocking the purple, as my son would call them, the choo-choo. Choo-choo badge. Another data site, so nothing here that we're missing out on. Data, old, and wormhole. Jeeve goes into XHQ. D-scan's still clear. Schrade is our first nerd of the day today. That cheer 100 earlier. Someone would have to cheer 101 to dethrone Schrade. If no one does, Schrade gets a point for picking content for a future stream. Someone could gift one sub or leave any tip to steal the other nerd of the day points. That's right, Nesbit. The Purple Choo Choo Club. Alright, +1 local nerd. Let's get into YSO4B. These things are unknown, but there's so many nerds in local here. Only thing ignored. Something despawned, though. Alright, so one site got cleared here. So I'm guessing Dervish is actively running sites. D-scan is clear. There's a Heron. Ooh. And the Heron just jumped system. Hey, Montgomery. I need to ask you guys. I'm an older gamer, not so knowledgeable about technology. I see the younger people and teens these days lately, they are playing actual games like MMOs on their phones. Yep. Is it possible to play EVE Online on your mobile phone while in the city or on a bus train? The short answer is no. Alright. The closest to that is a game called EVE Echoes, which is EVE-like, but definitely not, you know, the EVE Online you're familiar with. They do have a mobile game. You are correct in that you're seeing younger people more and more playing, you know, full-fledged games on their phones. And that will definitely be the trend or the pattern going forward, becoming more and more common. Now, somebody, you know, eventually some nerd, Montgomery, is going to push their glasses up and go, actually, you can remote into your PC at home from your phone, and you know, they're going to make it really complicated. But you can ignore them. Just smile and nod. Oh, cool, thank you. And then, you know, you just like, Jesus, what an idiot. You move on with your day. But, you know, there is that method as well. Which, yeah, you're definitely not imagining it. You are seeing more and more people. Alright, hold on. A flycatcher on D-scan. They're on the 9 fob gate? Hold on. Flycatcher's still there. Let's go 9UI. Now the issue here is, can I get in the warp before the flycatcher moves? Well, like, the only thing in D-scan range was 9 fob gate, so that's where the flycatcher had to be. D-scan shows clear. Alright, we should get through the 9UI fine now. Excuse me. Please Twitch drops first before mobile Eve. So there's an update, Bush Kitty. Bush Kitty, all your stalling for streaming may pay off. As Twitch drops seem to be right around the corner for EVE Online. Let's go to UTech first. Put this in Tripwire. We haven't been given any specific date, Bush Kitty. But the latest news that we've heard is that things are in the hands of Amazon and Bezos' team. Once they get their you-know-what in a pile. Supposedly, reportedly, CCP will then be able to, at their own pace, deploy Twitch drops. Inferno, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It is good news, yeah, absolutely, Bush Kitty. I'm excited to see what they do with it. We need to get into FC. The SIG in local is combat, but I'm hoping the nerd in local doesn't know that, but we'll see. So I just joined Patreon. How do I get my... Oh, Ayers! Hold on. Hold on. Let's get over there. This... Oh my god. Yep, full VIP and everything. Ayers. Thank you very much. Now, Ayers, in Patreon, you can go edit your screen name there and turn it into your Twitch name if you would like. But thank you very much for the support. I will get you your VIP badge here momentarily. But Ayers, thank you very, very much. That's extremely kind of you. Very much appreciated. We've got a 1 billion ISK giveaway to do this morning. Courtesy of Ayers. Bunch of nerds in local here. This is an old combat site. Let's go into QR. Gotta keep clicking. Put that on ignore.
Active.
Let's see. I want to grab Ayers' name. Grab that. Copy this. Go there. Add new. Confirmed. Confirmed. Save. Easy game, easy life. You now have the VIP badge, Ayers. And thank you again immensely for the support. That's extremely kind of you. And very, very much appreciated. This is an old combat site as well. So let's go into 5i DP Tech. You may need to refresh Ayers to see it. But you should see your VIP badge when you type now. And thank you again. Let's get that giveaway started. G-Start. 5 minutes, 1 winner, 1 Bill Isk, thanks to Ayers. Are you on Discord by chance? There you are. I see you now. Patreon VIP. Boom. Giveaway is good. Alright, everybody. 1 billion Isk is up for grabs over on Discord. Discord is linked in Twitch chat. No download needed. I cannot stress enough. No download is needed. Go to our Discord. Go to the giveaway channel. I'll show it to you here in just a moment. Go here. Click the big button 1 time. And while you're getting into this 1 billion Isk giveaway, all 20 of you, if you can come to our general chat and say hi. Post an X, post a wave, whatever. If you don't normally post on Discord, that's completely understandable.
Doing it for a shitload
But we have a partnership with Discord, and we need 50 people, 50 people per week to post on Discord. It can be in any channel, but if you want to centralize the spam. Ayers. Oh yeah, I have Ayers their Patreon role here too. You now have a special orange name on Discord. More special snowflake activity for Ayers. Acid. Thank you for posting. Now 2 of you have posted. 30 of you have gotten in the giveaway. We can do better than that. Neutronia, PD Beard getting in there. Thank you both very much. No SIGs here. Let's get into IS Tech. Keep jumping. Shogun257 has dropped the prime on us. Shogun, thank you very much for the supports. Hey there, Uza. I'll catch up on chat in just a moment. Canuck down under. Words are getting hard now with all the shill going on. But Ayers, thank you again very much. I appreciate that immensely. You've taken us to even closer to breaking the 500 mark on Patreon. This is a new record for us on Patreon so far. We'll see if we can crack the 500 mark in the near future. But thank you again very, very much. Let's see. You need us once per week. Could I please ask you what day the week starts? I honestly don't know, Montgomery. I don't follow those reports closely enough to know what day they reset. I presume it's, you know, like a Sunday week-to-week thing, but yeah, I don't know for certain. That's why whenever I do the giveaways, that's usually my reminder to shill. Like, hey, if you haven't posted on Discord yet in a week. So post every 5 days, you'll never have to worry about it kind of a thing, I guess. Inferno posting on Discord, thank you very much. Laughing at the gifts you guys are posting. Nesbit, Bush Kitty, and Shogun, thank you all very much. 34 nerds are in the giveaway so far for that 1 billionist giveaway. If anybody in Twitch chat is not in the 1 bill giveaway and doesn't know how to get into it, just ask and we'll walk you there. Scroll back up and chat some more. Jay, for the 10th time getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. So we have a relic site. That's good news. Bad news is we have a nerd in local, so we're going to have to Z-kill them and check the sites and all kinds of nonsense. Montgomery says, Rush, as always, for your help and advice. Thank you. And thank you for Nesbit as well for the help. Absolutely. Glad to hear it, Inferno. Yes, doing well, thank you. Do you think CCP are waiting for me to stream before launching Twitch? Bush Kitty, I'm accusing you, Bush Kitty, of wait. I'm going to have to drop a dime over in Vinny's channel later. Bush Kitty waiting for CCP drops before he'll actually stream. He's holding it hostage. Oh, you know what? Guys, Shogun is holding open the hype train. We have less than 2 minutes. We need 2 professional shills who are not Shogun to type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button. The next professional shill will put a clock above chat, creating that super urgency that Twitch loves to keep those hype trains unethical. And thank you again, Shogun. I appreciate that. Uza, again, hope you're doing well. I should join there since I pay for Nitro here. So many streams I couldn't justify subscribing to them all. No, that's understandable. You have to remove ads, exactly. Nope, I get it. It's challenging for Twitch to keep value, right? Like you could buy Turbo on Twitch, right? And then you wouldn't get ads site-wide, supposedly, but how reliable is that, right? So this nerd loses Explo ships, but doesn't kill any. It's weird. What's the frequency on this character? They lost an Estero back on the 4th. Another Estero on the 28th of last month. Herons before that. I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. Let's see if I can scare them out of here. IS Tech needs to go down to BRS 25. Let's check this out real quick. D-scan is still empty. I presume they're cloaked on the site, but they couldn't be struggling to get the site, could they? Uza would like a YouTube shout-out. Alright, Uza, here we go. If anybody in chat has not been to our YouTube, please click the link and hit the subscribe button to keep yourself up to date on the news, tips, and tricks for EVE Online. We're gonna slam the brakes on, guys. The other nerd left local. Now the other explorer is here. We gotta be quick. Go there, punch in quickly now. We can scan the cans quickly. Now, if you have been to our YouTube before, still go to our YouTube now, as we have a brand new video this morning going over the rendezvous site for Faction Warfare. And to help as many people see it as possible, we need you to go click the like button and leave a comment on that new Faction Warfare video. I know it seems like one click, one interaction won't matter, but I assure you, the way the Twitch algorithm works, it makes a huge, huge help and is very, very much appreciated. And it costs absolutely nothing. I will catch up on chat as soon as I can, guys. Go here. D-scan is good. No probes yet. Burn over. Prop on. We have at least... Oh, there's the Estero. That's awkward. Any gates they could be on? No. So we need to fuck off. Go here now. There's an Estero on D-scan. They could have bounced off the sun? That's possible. Okay, let's get the hell out of there. Ooh, boy. Now, where's the Estero now? Was the other nerd in the Estero? The first nerd hasn't had a chance to scan the site at all. Well, we don't know that for sure, I guess. This is dicey. Let's go see what this other nerd is doing. This nerd kills things, but not explorers from what I'm seeing here. They're very, very active, but nothing with exploration. So we're going to punch back into the site and try to get good. Still only one SIG. We also have a YouTube shout out for HiSec Buyback. I don't know why I said YouTube shout out. Uza shout out for HiSec Buyback. If you don't have that first link bookmarked already, bookmark it now. There's a link on that site that will show you how to use the tool. But it is the fastest, laziest way to get fast Liquid Disk and EVE Online. Very much recommended. Save yourself hours and hours of chore work in EVE Online. Let others do it for you. Get yourself back faster doing things you enjoy in the game. Clear these out. We're good on Uza's requests. I will catch up on Twitch chat as soon as I can. I've got an active local at the moment. We're trying to scan this can down to see if we need to grab this site. 14 intact armor plates, everybody. 14 intact armor plates. We are paid off for our patience. Now, the nerd and local could have this site pre-scanned. They could have already warped to this can and be waiting for me. Even if we die here, though, we're not too concerned about it because the ship we're flying isn't hauling any loot and isn't worth a lot of ISK, so it'll be an easy reship if we need to. We're hoping to find the core over here. 2. Nothing over there. 1. No core there. 2, 1. There's the core. Shit! Why am I so bad at this game? I had the tool in hand ready to go. 14 intact armor plates here. No mistakes. Give me the candy. Here's the piece. Here's the rule of 6 core. Alright, put that there. Put that there. Easy. Now grab a piece of candy. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, grab this. Lock that. F4 this. See if there's anything here. D-scan is still good. Nothing there on the can. Where the hell are we? IS Tech. We're going to go into BRS 25. Punch that way. See if that nerd went this direction. The site's already bookmarked. We can run the site again after downtime. And we finally get to catch up with Twitch chat, guys. Thank you for your patience. Rico, glad you could join us today, and thank you for getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Bush Kitty, that'll be smart to do. Don't shame me for my unmatched intelligence. So, Bush Kitty, there's also a possibility that Twitch drops will be Twitch partner only. Can you imagine that? I'm sorry, not Twitch partner only, Eve partner only. Nothing's confirmed, but I'll have to wait and see. I saw somebody jump this gate. Who are all these nerds? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. This system is way too active. One is an explorer. The site just despawned. So let's go ahead and get into... Where the hell is 3KB? I need to crash this gate? Okay. Let's go this way. Let's go back up top. See. So Ayers, maybe that's what it is. Turbo, whatever, one that removes the ads. Also split my Nitro boost on Discord between your server and a buddy's. Ayers, thank you very much for that, Ayers. I appreciate that. So, I don't think my server gets as many obvious perks from the boosting. And I'm not saying that because I don't appreciate it. I appreciate the thought immensely. I'm just saying that it might benefit your buddy's server more. My server is very old, so I got adopted into the Discord partnership program like forever ago. Like I have like a grandfathered partnership because I was a very early adopter for Discord. Yeah, exactly, Nesbit. I'm a Discord partner, so a lot of those perks and bonuses for boosting are already passively applied to the server, if that makes any sense. So, by all means, I'm not saying I don't appreciate the boost. I certainly do. But they may help your buddy more dramatically if their server isn't partnered already. Just as a heads up. And thank you again. But yeah, if you have Twitch Turbo, so not Discord, but Twitch Turbo, then you site-wide, you shouldn't be getting any ads, from my understanding. Bush Kitty. Man, I'd love to kill a Astero today. Type in local. I like it. I like it, Bush Kitty. I'll have to try that. Just rename the ship to Astero Killer. Exactly. Inferno getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you, Inferno. Jito, what is this talk about Twitch drop? So, the latest update, news as of yesterday, is that the ball is in Twitch's hands for getting EVE Online Twitch drops. As far as CCP is aware, they've dotted their I's and crossed their T's. And then once they get the all clear from Team Bezos, then they can deploy at their leisure. I'll rant on Reddit like a good snowflake Bush Kitty. Hey, Kelligor. Happy Friday. Yeah, it was weird, Nesbit. So I had Turbo as well years ago when they launched it, because I was all over the platform. And then they removed the ad protection. I'm like, well, why the hell do I want Turbo? Got rid of it. Then they added it back, but by then... what's that concept Uncle Online told us about? Not crescendo. There's a word for when you lose confidence in a product, and no matter how good they make it, you never go back to it. One Bill Isk winner in-game name. Bebzig. Winner of our 1 billionist giveaway, courtesy of Ayers and their new Patreon support, new VIP in the channel. Thank you again very, very much. Let's move this over here. That makes sense. He's halfway between level 3 and level 2. If it comes down to it, he needs just one more to get their tier 3. I'll switch back to his. Yeah, absolutely. Certainly do. Let's go here, and then here, and there, and there. Nothing on D-Scan that's relevant. We can check this nerd and see what they're up to. Let's do that real quick. Alright, this nerd... doesn't... Oh, he lost an Astero back on January 23rd. Everything else seems to be fleet-oriented for them. Let's go this way and get the scan started. All these things are brand new to me. Let me scroll back up some more. Ironically, I do Twitch surveys for bits where I have to tell them that I never see ads. Now, usually now, do you not get ads because of ad block or because of region? There's no wrong answer. Both are very common, situations. Holy blessed shit bucket of oh my god, Vegeta, right? Twitch drops could be coming to EVE soon. TM. Now, there is no... I cannot stress enough, guys. There's no guaranteed date for Twitch drops. It could be as early as next month. Could be. But still no confirmed or announced date of any kind. Nesbit. I mean, 1 billion is cool, but 2 billion is cooler. Nesbit is referring to their unethical behavior last Friday, where Nesbit not only signed up on Patreon, but then upped it by doubling it to fire off a second 1 billion is giveaway. Ayers, you ignore Nesbit's unethical antics. You've done more than enough. And thank you again very much. So we're going to pull probes. We're going to bounce off the side at range. We're going to bookmark it. And then we're going to try to catch back up on Twitch chat because I am falling behind. We will get there, though. And thank you all for your patience. Spesser, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Schrade has already been unethical this morning. Though Schrade didn't call out Spesser the way Spesser called out Schrade. Should probably point that out. I don't have a bookmark in this system. Why am I on the site? I swear I warped this thing at range, but I guess not. Let's go and slow boat over here a little bit. This is stairs I'm gonna get my ass. What do you want to bet? All I want to do is target this thing, F4 it, and then punch out. Okay, we've got a crappy ruin here.
Drive active.
So we're going to pop out of here. And we'll plan our route. Let's catch back up on chat some more. Rhinestone, they got rid of it because it was one of the benefits of Prime. Oh, okay. Then they axed the Prime benefit to make people want to buy Turbo again. That does sound familiar, yep. So I could try and double dip it, yep. Cheetah, looking for a PvP Sugar Daddy Mama helicopter. I have a bad case of chronic space poverty because I'm lazy. Hey, at least you're self-aware. Jita is not disputing that ISK is easy. They're just lazy.
Warp drive active.
See, Nesbit, I watch a lot of different channels, so Turbo just made more sense money. Yo, absolutely, Nesbit. I agree.
We're not just doing this for money.
Hell, they're going to make it to the point where I will probably
We're doing it for a
recommend
shitload
to
of
people,
money.
like, hey, get your Twitch. What is the, do you know the cost off the top of your head, Nesbit? I guess I'd have to look up for my region too, though. Is it less than $10 a month? It used to be like 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that range. I don't know. But it's going to get to the point where I'd recommend the people getting their Turbo first on the platform, and then supporting off-platform for when they want to support individual channels. Indistinctive Killer is in local. Rook! Rook, it has been too long. Thank you again for the support. Let's scroll back up and get the notification here. Hitting their 2-month button says, good morning, Rook. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I've seen Rook in other channels. I think our schedules have not been aligned recently. So I hope you're doing well. And thank you again very much. You've opened up a hype train window for 5 minutes. We need 2 more professional shills who are not Rook to type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit your own resub button the way the Rook did. For our first hype train of the day. The next professional shill has a very important job, as they're the one who puts the clock on top of chat. It's 10 USD? Gotcha. Let me scroll back up and chat some more and grab some more messages. We shill yet again, 1 day closer, Lorg. That is right. Lorg, happy Friday. Hope you're going to enjoy your weekend of counting down the hours to June 6th. So I'm getting ads every 5 minutes now. At least 1, but frequently I get 2 to 3 ads. Hold on. There we go. Past few weeks. Very annoying. Ads used to be like 1 every 30 minutes. Yeah. So on this channel, keep in mind, all channels have things set differently, or can have things set differently. Here, it's 30-second ad, which doesn't mean 1 ad, right? It could be 1 ad, it could be 3 ads, depends on the length of the ad. Here, it's 30 seconds of ads per 10 minutes.
Drive active.
And that's so that we can do the bare minimum to keep pre-rolls off. Wait, Rush, I have it. Final bosses are Lilith and Shillith. That's perfect. How did we not make the Lilith-Shillith connection before? Well done, Lorg. Lord Aaron, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Spesser, it could have been better. I could be home already. That's true, Spesser. Could the Friday just be over already? Paid for your VIP status just to have Rush start ignoring Twitch chat. What? I am keeping up pretty darn well, considering all these nerds in space trying to get in our way and steal the stuff we want to steal. The nerve of them. Probes there. We have a 15-minute warning now. And the streamers supposedly still get the ad revenue. Can confirm, we still do get the ad revenue, but let's be honest, ad revenue is a joke. I don't know how they do it, Lorg. Like, I know it wasn't Lorg that brought it up, but Lorg's been around Twitch a long time and seen a lot of shit. And, like, I can't fathom how channels even factor in ad revenue. I get the big channels with, 500 viewers, 10,000 viewers, whatever, get a substantial amount of money for their ads. But I can't imagine building a business and a livelihood around an algorithm that you have no interaction with. You have to be huge as it, but even when you're huge, the ad revenue should still be an irrelevant amount of money. But what gets them is the path of least resistance, right? Plenty of big channels don't have any entrepreneurial or business background, and so it's like, oh, well, I'll just get paid on ads and cry when I get a lot of subs and it'll be fine, right? That's the business model, and it's like, that sounds exhausting. They have the ad bounties, the ad incentive program, yeah. And they can be significant. Most of them are crap, but they can be significant. And when you have 1,000 viewers or 5,000 viewers and beyond, those do cover all of your costs. And you don't have to do anything. So you're demotivated. I just can't imagine putting myself in a position where I'm going, gee, I hope ad revenue holds up this month. Like, that can be all over the place. And those channels are like highly vulnerable to any change in their programming, any change in the titles they play, or anything, any changes they make at all, can absolutely wreck. Imagine if you live on ad revenue, Lord, right? And you play something quote-unquote just for fun. Not because you're chasing flavor of the month, hype of the month, or whatever. You're not playing the new Harry Potter game for whatever reason, and you're doing something else that you want to enjoy, but you can't because you're living as if you're making $10,000 a month, even though you're really not, because you're just living off of ad revenue. Like, oof. And that same person or people could do a once-an-hour plug of like, hey guys, thank you for being here. Really enjoy the company. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This is our whatever platform. It doesn't have to be Patreon. It can be anything. If you want to support the channel more directly, we could keep all the money from it. Yada yada yada. Thank you. Have a great day, kind of a thing, and move on. Like some kind of very simple plug like that, periodically, would immediately outpace their ad revenue. Like, it's wild. And then of course, not just streamers by any means, but people in general will very quickly live outside their means, right? And so when your revenue is bouncing all over the place, they weren't budgeting in the first place, so. Ryan, so that's why I use AdBlock now, and add the channels I sub to just to make sure I still show up for the ads when they're supposed to play, just in case I get counted as a viewer. I've said, yeah, exactly, Ryan, so that works. Ayers, and my understanding is you still get ad revenue, I just don't have to watch it. Yep, that's true. Next weekend is Shalabo week. That's right, Lorg. We'll be in that beta. Rhinestone, by the way, Rush, once taxes hit my bank account, I'm starting to build my own little home gym. Rhinestone, that is amazing. Hopefully you can post pics of it as it either progresses or finishes, whichever you're comfortable with. I think it'd be really cool to follow along on. I've got +1 in local, guys. I am behind on chat. Give me a moment. I will catch up. We have downtime approaching, so that'll make it easier to keep up. There were more plates in this can, so I had to grab it quickly there. Let's go here. Nothing there. I need to grab a bookmark here. Local cleared out, so less pressure. We have T-minus 11 minutes till downtime. Kill that. Kill these. Go here. Punch. There we go. Alright, let me scroll back up in chat and grab more messages I missed. Feature film. The Shilly. Hey, what's the deal with the sheet with all the different PC games on it, Nesbit? So choice sheet, Nesbit. Choice sheet. Alright. So this sheet, Nesbit, are things that people have requested over time. And I will, play someday, right? And I'll ping the people when we're playing it, all that good stuff. But anybody can add a game to the request list. And then you can use your shill wallet to put your points of support into that activity. So if there's a game you'd love to see on stream, bounce it off me. As long as I approve of it, I'll put it on the list. And by approve of it, I mean, this has to be something that's like not going to cause an issue or a problem, basically. It's difficult to find something that can't go on the list, basically. And then your shill wallet points can go into there.
Warp drive active.
That's how I prioritize things to clear off the requests. Alright, let me go through chat some more. Rook says, that is true, it'd been work tying me up from getting in the stream, but off this week, and finally got a morning free. Well, Sevrook, I'm glad you got to hang out with us today. And thank you again for the supports. Sponsorships are the big money when the channel gets big. So sponsorships are interesting, alright? Because like anything else, there are different formats for sponsorships. Some are, hey, we recognize you have traffic, and the burden is on us to make our product look good. And then the other type of sponsorship is, hey, you've got a big audience, we want you to leverage them and push them onto our product for us, and we're only going to pay you if you successfully sell our product to them. Can you guess which one is crap and which one actually has value? It is a bottomless pit, alright, of the sponsorships out there that will pay you good money if you're willing to drag by the nose your viewership and say, hey guys, click these buttons, do these things, they're paying us to do it. They'll dress it up more though, right? Like I won't. I'll just be like, hey guys, here's a paid shill, you know, these nerds are dumb, want to give us money for doing these dumb things. You know, I'll be pretty transparent about it. But plenty of channels will be like, guys, have you heard about Raid Shadow Legends? It's the most epic mobile game you've ever wanted to see before in your life. Come play with me for a day or a week or an hour or whatever. And as I make all this money from these clicks you're making, and it's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me when people do it. I just don't see a lot of like, return on investment for... Like, it has to be transparent, right? Like, we've got Archon and Kruk, who have requested Raid Shadow Legends. You know, mostly for meme value, I presume. And we'll do it someday. And when I do those requests, I'll make sure to overlap it with Raid Shadow Legends shills from, I think Stream Elements does them. And we'll get double dip the pay. But we'll be very upfront and forward facing about it as well. Catch you on chat some more. Hey, that game's awesome. Which game, Ayers? I'm sorry. I'm still catching back up. Big channels don't even do bounties. They don't need to, right? They've already got their revenue from the lazier effort, so, or less effort. Save location. Guys, we are minutes away from downtime. I'm on a clock to check this site. I think it's already been cherry-picked, because the Nerd and Local left, or they could have logged out because it was near downtime. Let me punch into the site, though, and take a peek real quick. I've got it bookmarked, though, so we're good there. Oh, the Harry Potter game. The gameplay looks amazing, Ayers. I know there's a lot of people who won't play it because they're canceling the author for their, like, batshit crazy public statements. But from a clinical, you know, seeing a little bit of the gameplay, and it looks tight, it looks interesting, it looks entertaining and engaging, I would agree. Nothing in that can. T-minus 7 minutes and change. Go here. We'll probably set up in this system. Unlock everything. Keep going there. Why can't I unlock? There we go. I want to go one more prop cycle. Kill the prop now. Oof. Completely empty can. That's disgusting. Grab that. Grab this one. Prop is off. Go there. And go here afterward. Nothing there. Burn this way. One prop is enough. We're going to lock this F for it and punch off the site, and then we'll probably write out downtime from there. I'll put the rest of the time into... catch you on chat some more. The hell happened here? There we go. Yep, all cans are relatively empty. Let's go back this way. And finally, we get to focus on chat. No more clicking around trying to catch back up slowly. Actually, some do. What was that in reference to, Rhinestone? Oh, about big channels doing bounties, maybe? Some do, but generally they don't. It depends on the effort-reward ratio. Like, if someone's going to be dependent on ad revenue, they don't want to do any bounties that require much interaction. See, See, Judah, imagine being an Eve streamer and losing 99% of your viewers if you stream something else. I would agree that in the directories I've paid attention to, Eve viewers have a lower stick rate if you do something else, because generally they don't use Twitch for anything else, or not many other things, right? There's a huge fall off if you play something else, I agree. But there's also a range where if you, the broadcaster, have done a decent enough job of making yourself the content, right? So the game you're playing, whether it's Eve or anything else, is just the hook. You know, some random nerd named Jita is poking around the internet looking for Eve content to consume. So you come in here. Now I start talking about Magic the Gathering, and Jita's like, tell me more. You're gonna play some Magic Rush? I wanna watch you play Magic. Things like that. Sure, you can string those along. But ultimately, it's about making yourself the content they're tuning in for. And ideally, this doesn't happen, obviously, as a majority. This is minority, but it's the things you're always aiming for, is you want people in the channel because of they're supporting the broadcaster and not the product that they're showcasing. But I do agree, Eve has a very low stick rate if you bounce around. It helps if you stick with space games and or anything that appeals to an older audience, like Eve does. But it's like any other business, you just have to make, you know, smart and aware choices. Rhinestone, just starting off with 160 pound in the bumper plates, going 45 Olympic bar, and a basic ass H squat rack, right? We'll upgrade to power rack once I can afford to. That's awesome, Rhinestone. That's amazing. Acid says, I've just seen the Minmatar paywall, the largest paywall of all time, which reminds me, Ayers has 1,000 voting points. So Ayers, which empire would you like to support in the Alpha to Omega challenge? You're basically voting for or against an empire. You tell me your preferences, and I'll take care of the rest for you. Let's scroll back up and chat some more and grab more. Let's see. I'm going to call it a night. Good night, all. Uza, I'm sorry if I've missed you already, but I hope you get some rest, and thank you for hanging out with us today. Nesbit Rush, I want to force you to learn chess. I don't think you can force me, but you can definitely incentivize me. So what I can do, Nesbit, is I can go to that spreadsheet, right? I can go to what's called the shill wallet. I do Control F, and I type in Nesbit, and I see that you have 2,220, or not 20, 2,200 shill wallet points. I can take those points away and apply them to learning chess, and then those points will sit there until I get to you know, clear that request. If that's what you like to do, just let me know. Let's see. Errormar getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. We're going to do a safe log off here. We can watch the timer still from the character select screen. Nesbit again, the second one, big streamers don't. The second one, big streamers don't bother with. What's the second one? What was even the first one? Let's see. The problem is, hey, Neutronian, with the sell this and you get a cut, they easily screw you over. Exactly, Neutronia. Exactly that. You're doing all the work and getting a fraction of the payout. It makes no sense to me at all to do those. See, not worth it to kill viewership to sell crap. It depends on the offer. Like, you're quote-unquote killing viewership for a number of hours. Just depends on the arrangement of the deal and the contract. Come listen to these epic talking points they gave me. Exactly, Aramar. Gina, you lose a lot of standing from your audience. With transparency, you lose less, I think. Exactly. Yeah, if and when we do our like, we'll do Raid Shadow Legends at some point, because Kruk and Archon have funded it. Like, they're the fucking sponsorship, right? That's you guys doing it. But if I do the one, and I tie it in with the Stream Elements one, like, it'll be very forward-facing. Like, hey guys, we're doing this because Archon and Kruk requested it. They wanted you to suffer. You know, we've given you the opportunity to get rid of it. You chose not to. So, you know, go watch another Eve stream this morning, or suffer with us, whichever one you prefer. Otherwise, we'll be back on our regular scheduled content tomorrow. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But a lot of channels will dress it up like it's not bullshit. Like, if it's bullshit, just say it's bullshit. And people, generally speaking, will appreciate the authenticity. To be fair, I think everyone knows Raids is an average, or a mediocre mobile game. It pays the bill for a lot of people, yeah. And, I don't know. I would say it's above average in that they've successfully kept themselves relevant, right? Most mobile games launch, have a 24-month or less window to make the money that they're going to make, and then they go into maintenance mode, from what I've seen so far. And I haven't seen that happen with Raid Shadow Legends, which doesn't mean that it can't happen, or that it will never happen. I'm just saying that they've done a better job of staying in people's visibility, right? Let's see, I get that, but they're not just hurting her. She already got her money, and only ones who get hurt are from the developers. You are correct in that they're not only hurting the author with their, cancel approach or boycotting or whatever it is that people are doing. I don't know. Like, I haven't read or watched the direct quotes to know exactly who said what didn't, or, what the actual presentation was. I haven't heard anyone try to deny her stance, kind of a thing, or the tone of her stance. So, I don't know. I would say, Jita, it's less about quote-unquote hurting someone. So, there's a lot of people down here in the Southeast who, go to Chick-fil-A, for example, every single day. Hobby Lobby is a established brand down here, and both companies are very forward-facing with their alignment with quote-unquote Christian values or church efforts and things of that nature. And some people, as consumers, don't want to put their money into organizations that ostracize or negatively frame members of their community. And I think voting with your dollar is the correct thing to do. As with most things, degree or nuance is important, right? And this is a general application to just about any topic. There's a difference between somebody going, I skipped out on the Harry Potter game because I don't really want to support anything with that franchise for quote-unquote obvious reasons, right? I think that's fine. I think if someone's going around and screeching everyone's face about it, you then harm your position because you're making yourself a nuisance, not a nuance. You're making yourself a nuisance instead of it, now it's about you and not about the actual topic. If that makes any sense. Let's see. See, Bush Kitty, if you think buying a game will, or not, I'm guessing not buying a game will cancel her, you're dumb. I don't think people, well, I guess people are dumb, but I don't think the general, or I don't think a rational person skipping up on giving money to something that supports something they don't support is being dumb. I don't think a rational person expects that their dollar made the difference. I think it's more about people in general in life make their own decisions on what they can and can't live with. You know what? I was actually talking to EJ Rohr about this a couple weeks ago, and the idea of like getting in trouble at school. And I was explaining to him, you can do the right thing and still get in trouble for it. Here in, I don't know how it is in other countries, but here in the U.S., generally speaking, if two kids get into an altercation, you're both going to get hooked up by the police and, hauled off or hauled in, one of the two. And, quickly, the argument comes up for, well, if kid A comes over and clocks kid B should be able to defend themselves, and I agree. They should be able to. But it doesn't matter. You're still going to get in trouble. And so you have to decide, do you want to defend yourself, or do you want to get in trouble? And it's a shitty decision to have to make. Make it even more complicated. Let's say kid A is wailing on kid B, and kid C comes along and pulls kid A off of kid B. Kid C is going to get in trouble too. Kid C did literally nothing wrong, but you still broke the rules, so you're still going to pay the price. And maybe in that situation, kid C is like, fuck it, I don't care. I still did the right thing. And hopefully the parent goes to kid C and is like, yeah, you did an amazing thing. I'm proud of you. Good job. And, isn't going to screech at the school employees because the school employees didn't make the fucking rules. They're just there collecting a paycheck to enforce them. Same with, the cop that's on the scene kind of thing. And the point of all that, on this really big tangent, is there's the right and wrong way to approach things. And when you are trying to funnel the spotlight toward you and make it about me instead of the topic, that's where things get lost. But no, I don't think boycotting things makes a person stupid. I don't think people boycott things thinking that their individual purchase or lack of purchase is going to be the one that turns the tide. If they do, that's unhealthy, and they have other issues, but that doesn't make the intents invalid. Man, remember when I said I was going to catch up on chat? Does anyone remember? I remember when I said that, and then you guys got me off on a fucking side tangent here. Let me see. Go back through chat some more. See, Ayers, and I was watching Spawn Wave. I don't know what Spawn Wave is, I'm sorry. The other morning, and Hogwarts was #1 seller, yep. Their stream said, quote-unquote, boycott, just drummed up more attention. Yep, now that's true. That's exactly true, Ayers. And that's I can't say intended, right? Ooh, is that a new SIG? No, this is a crappy wormhole. Alright, punch into this one real quick. That's a good point, right? When people make such a screeching noise about things sometimes, intentionally or not, we'll get into that too, they end up putting more attention on it than it was going to get in the first place. Now, I don't know anything about Spawn Wave, so keep that in mind. I'm just going to use this situation as an example. It is extremely common for entities, especially in media, to leverage things like that people are going to have an emotional response to get people to clickbait into their content, right? That's the thing that happens every single day about pretty much every single topic. Now, do you think that company gave a shit? Like, oh, oh no, we drummed up traffic for the thing we were talking about canceling for. Like, no, they don't give a fuck. They're getting paid. It was just to sell ads. That's all that mattered. There was never a moral standpoint to it all. See, further disorganized boycotts don't do anything? Yeah, exactly. See, Acid, yeah, I couldn't care less about Wreckfest, but I'll hang around when you're playing it for you and chat more than the game. Exactly, Acid. Like, our conversations between the contents, less than the space pixels on the screen. That's the goal and the intent, anyway. 9 million. We'll probably steal this can. I want to catch up on chat some more, so we don't have any pressure on us now for downtime. Let's see, Rhinestone, my morality doesn't allow me to support values like that. That doesn't make any sense to me, I'm sorry. Am I gonna get mad someone doesn't think like me? Nah. So that latter part made sense. That seems healthy. The first part just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, I just didn't understand what you were trying to convey. Hey, Weefrel. I think Weefrel was warning us that the server was coming back up. Voting with your dollar is great. Harassing people about voting with their dollar. Yes, exactly, Nesbit. Exactly. When it turns from you having an opinion to you walking around and cramming it down everyone's throat, that's when it becomes an issue. Let's see, Shrade. What Rawlings said wasn't all that insane. It's the insane reaction to things that force a hyperbolic political climate. I don't know enough about the first part to have an opinion. Like, I know at some point someone has, like, shared the quote with me or something, but it wasn't like I'd read the interview or saw the clip or anything like that, so to me it's all second and third hand. Not because it doesn't exist out there, just it hasn't been something that's crossed my desk for any reason. So I don't know the volume or tone or, was it hate speech or was it like, I don't agree with a certain lifestyle? Like, there's a degree of nuance there. But with any topic, people take things to the extreme, and that's usually when problems arise. Ah, gotcha, Gina. Okay, yeah. And then it got presented as, I presume, like transphobic or something, is what I'm guessing. That's what I've heard, Rhinestone. That's not what I've seen, but that's what I've heard. Is that it went well beyond that. But I think it went well beyond that. What I'm surprised at is that someone who, is obviously relatively articulate could be so tone deaf or unaware of, like, do you not understand where, the direction this is going to go in, kind of a thing. 3D goes FY. Should I go back the way I came? Probably. Which means I need to go 0B. Look for new spawns. That way we can maximize our value on the bookmarks we've made so far. See, Nesbitt says the same thing happens with shootings. Report on them and they happen more. Because, like, the people doing them see the visibility and the attention seeking from it. I can see that. Does that mean, though, that they shouldn't be reported on at all? No. It's again, it's about degree and volume. I would think. Ooh. Sorry, hold on, I'm trying to multitask here. Again, it goes back to being volume-based, right? Like,
Warp drive active.
there's reporting on it, and then there's sensationalizing. Might be the right word to use. Schrade points out that Rowling doesn't even own the IP anymore. She sold it all to Universal. Does that mean she doesn't create any new material? I have no idea. Like, is she pinned down, you know, done with the franchise? I don't know anything about it to be aware of it. Oh, that one's out of range. Okay, let's go this way. D-scan is clear. The Nerd and Local could be on the site. It seems unlikely so far. But it always seems unlikely until they lock you up and shoot you, right? Nope, this site sucks. Grab that. Go there. Those two are over there. Go this way and punch. Unlock. Keep going there and F4 that one. Dead can. 0B goes into iTech. I kind of want that one plate. Maximum greed. Here we go. We're going in. D-scan's still clear. Kill this. We'll grab this one can, warp off, and we'll catch one chat some more. Keep it in range. Keep that in range. Nothing on D-scan still. Get the bright colors out of our screen there. 3. Nope. 2, 1. Polymorphic shield. Uh, 0B goes into iTech. There we go. Can snatched, and we're on our way. The other two we have no information on, so I want to cancel the jump and get probes on that real quick. Schrade and Spessor have found each other yet again. I am behind on chat, guys. I will catch back up, though. So if I read a message that's further down than your chat message, don't think I've ignored or anything. I just haven't caught back up yet. Is this SIG too small? No, it seems to be right size. Let's scan that and kill this one. And then from the bookmark, we can catch one chat some more. Let's see. The weirdo psycho thing. But what was the activator for it, Montgomery? Like, I would presume money. Like, generally speaking, money is usually something that only enables people to be more of who they were more naturally. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, people don't get money and become crappy. It's more like they get money and then they're able to, they're enabled is probably the right word to use. Oh my god, it's a Solstice project. A real Solstice project. Not one of those lazy alts, but the actual Solstice. I'd seen you were in chat earlier, but I was so far behind I hadn't been able to catch up yet. But Solstice, hope you're doing well. Glad you could join us today. See, Nesbitt says, I think that shooters shouldn't be named in the news. So report on it, but don't name them, because that seems to only incentivize the perception of fame from it, maybe? I'm trying to think through the concept of, is there value in disclosing the name? Like, make it public record, of course, but sensationalizing with their picture and their name all over the screen 24/7 is probably less healthy. I could see some potential merit in that. That's how it's explained to me, Lorig. Like, that's how it's usually presented to me, and so that's the impression that I'm under. See, Bushki went from Streamer Rush to Radio Rush to TED Talk Rush to Therapist Rush. Man, all the value here, Bush Kitty. All the value that people can find in one place. This is fine. The other two sites are combat sites. This is a level 1 relic we're going to punch into. On her selling the IP to Universal, she still gets loads of royalties, right? Unless she's an absolute... Right. But I didn't know if she was done with creation. Like, if she's pinned down on the franchise at all. She'd have to ask Universal if she could. Oh, to do any more writing for it? Let's go here. Jita says that they were called a transphobe because someone thought trans matching as a term was something relevant to trans culture or life, but it was a reference to transversal matching for PvP and EVE. Does that mean that every single person though that ever brings up the topic is that same person that was just looking for someone to jump onto, Jita? I don't think so. I'm not saying that you were presenting it that way, as I mean it's not a relevant topic, just I think you were showcasing look, sometimes people take it too far and this is an example of it. And hopefully we're both under the impression that that would be the exception and not the rule for ideal interactions with it. $1 million. 2 million. All this is crap. Grab this can. F4 that one. We'll catch one more chat now. See, Lorg, the Daily Wire sensationalizes other topics. I don't know what the Daily Wire is. They're also right-wing grifting shit. I'm guessing the Wire. Well, that's the important part too, Shrade, is it's totally fine for people to disagree. This goes back to the point we were talking about earlier about the whole, it's okay to have values or opinions or stances or whatever you want to classify them as. Having them is one thing. Ramming them down to people's throats is where problems usually arise. Let's go to ZR.
Warp drive active.
I'm not saying that you were doing that, Shrade. Just, that's the distinction. Projection 2 is the thing, Solstice. I'm guessing that's in reference to the Jita example. It's better that you don't rush this, Lord. They're the biggest conservative right-wing media network, I think is the proper term. I thought it was Fox News. Is the Wire more global, where Fox is the spammed everywhere in the US? 2 SIGs in local, or 2 SIGs, 2 nerds in local. I guess technically 3 if we count ourselves. Nothing on the sites. ZR goes into 3KB. Let's go over there first.
Warp drive active.
Fox isn't conservative at all? Did they change in the last 10 years or something? I don't know how that's not possible. They were the biggest Trump flag waving psychos ever. Though I did see something, I have no idea the veracity or accuracy of it, but something about Tucker Carlson psycho had some text leaked or something where he badmouths Trump. Now, if that's true or not or accurate, who knows, but the headline at least was amusing. 3KB goes into IS Tech? Yeah, IS Tech is correct. 3 nerds in local, I don't recognize the names though. Maybe they used to be. Oh, there's no maybe. Here's what happened. Fox News got drummed up and learned about, hey, if we spam 24/7 news coverage of everything going on all the time, people will get addicted to it. Then 9/11 happened, and that gave them a catalyst to be front and center, right? And then life happened, and every single thing since just got more and more wild on that side. Now they're just the Republican outlets. So maybe that's a good distinction to make. What is the difference between a Republican outlets and a conservative outlets? I would probably presume that Republican and conservative are nearly inexchangeable terms most of the time. And I don't mean that in a negative or any derogatory way at all. It's just the result of an oversimplified political system or political party system, right? We have 2 parties. functionally, right? There's Independence Rush, like, oh, you're adorable. Let's be realistic though. We have two parties, and people, the populace in general, find it a lot easier to pick option A or option B. Keeps things nice and simple, black and white. No pun intended. And, like, maybe zoom it out even further. This will be interesting. BR goes S25. We can check. No, we should probably go straight into IS Tech. Go back into 3D. As a general thought, all right, in chat, does anyone think? Well, let me zoom this out a little bit more. My view on it being like politicians, basically, anyone in politics, generally speaking, the further quote unquote up you go in the food chain, the further away you get from public interest. Meaning, you might have somebody on a local council who is genuinely, sincerely a good person trying to do a good thing for their community. I would absolutely agree that can happen. I think the further up the food chain you go in terms of, becoming mayor, or becoming state representative, or becoming governor, or becoming a senator, or becoming, president or whatever, right? Let's go up the ladder. The further you go that direction in a political career, the further away you get from public interest, and the closer you get to personal interest. That's just the way, lobbying and corruption work. So regardless of your political affiliation, I would find it very difficult for me, I guess maybe being too cynical perhaps, having any confidence in a party's candidate for office. Like, my view is on politics based on the sound of the word poly being many and ticks being blood-sucking leeches. You lost. I'm too dumb, Rook. I don't get it. Oh, politics. See, I'm dumb, Rook. I had to explain it to myself. It took me like 5 extra seconds. Now I get it. Eramar? I haven't heard that one, but I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, I actually caught where I used to be in chat. Let me go back in chat though for Fox is probably bigger, really, but The Wire is up there with them. Okay. Rhinestone, as for people throwing around transphobe comments, there's a lot of virtue signalers out there. That's true, and that's what I mean by the volume thing, right? Like when people are making about themselves and the value or validation of look at me and look what I stand up for and kind of things like that. Like it's not about you though, right? And they kind of just blink at you at that point because they don't get it. Let's see. Yeah, two parties and both suck. Exactly, Cheetah. See, Lord, not all conservatives are Republicans, not all Republicans are conservatives. That's true. That is true. That's why I said, in general, though, Republican and conservative are interchangeable terms, as are Democratic and progressive, like, or liberal, whichever term you want to use, I guess. They're mostly interchangeable, in my opinion. No one's obligated to agree with me. That's just my perception on it. Like, are there exceptions? Yes. But is that the rule? No. Scroll back up in chat. Skim. Ayers, also Rush. I was away on the work call. Is it too late to support Galente if they are out? If Galente is locked out, then I'll support Caldari. Gotcha, Ayers. Yeah, Galente is out. However, you can support Caldari by attacking the paywall. And you're going to do a sizable chunk of damage to it. You've lowered it down from 12,000 to 11,000. And if more nerds rally, Ayers, the Minmatar paywall could still fall. We're hauling almost 300 million right now. That would take, if this loot made it back, we'd go to 1.6 billion. And we'd be like 900 million away from Minmatar winning the overall challenge. Let's go into UTech here. I'll go back in chat and try to skim back down. Let's see. And thank you, Ayers, for letting me know. See, Rush, it's not worth it, dude. What isn't worth what, Lorga? I have no perspective on it. Lobbying is corruption. Prove me wrong. I don't think I need to. Like, it's a pretty big... It goes against, like, intention. So corruption, I believe, is what makes lobbying inherently a problem, right? Like, could lobbying work functionally, legitimately? Absolutely. But it's like anything else. Once it's taken to the degree of corruption, then it simply becomes an equivalent term. Lobbying is literally corruption justified by capitalism, yeah. Or I would say that it's become that. I wouldn't say that lobbying as a concept or an ideal has to inherently go that way. But as soon as you introduce human elements or people into a system like that, then corruption is the natural progression. But, you know, I'm a cynic. I don't have a lot of confidence in people. I'm laughing again because I saw Severook's post about poly and ticks and me being dumb and trying to explain it to myself. See, Solstice Rush, a system owned by corrupt people won't let anyone who isn't corrupt rise on the ladder. That's right. Oh, shit. I am so glad the bubble isn't here anymore. Like, we might get lit up here still, but we would have died instantly. No web, no web, no web, no web. We're out. We're good. Everything's fine. I almost died here yesterday. I forgot the incursion was in this area. Oof. That could have sucked. Let's see if we can extract this loot. We may not be able to. 4B with only one nerd and local.
Warp drive active.
Let's see. Am I further back than I thought? Hopefully not. Let me scroll back down some more. Ooh, I'm further along than I thought. Good, good, good. Spongy John, hope you're doing well. So, like Nesbit and Lorg, I can see where both of you are coming from. And that might be hard to reconcile for you two. I would generally scoff at the idea. Oh shit, hold that off, hold that off, hold that off. No, 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 no. We got the campers and local boys. Hold on. Everything is sidetracked. We're gonna go back into 9UI and do a safe log off. We've got Kitty, Mansfred, both in local. There's no way we're getting through there right now. So we're gonna do the safe log off on this character. And then, but the good news is, when I do the safe log off, I will definitely be able to catch up on chat. Let me go to the edit room and get my timestamp for the day. Let's do... Today's the 10th? Yeah. Alright, so 3/10/23. Timestamp will be around 1:34. Okay. I'm sorry for the YouTube nerds. You're going to get this little extra little bit added into the end of the video, but this is the end of the Alpha to Omega run for this character for this episode. We may cut another episode today, but that'll be episode 11 if we do. To avoid the gate camp, or the likely gate camp in the next system, we're going to wait till our ship goes down to 0 speed. We're going to right click, and we're going to do log off safely. That starts a 30-second timer. Huh? Oh, because the rat shot me. Well, in 3 minutes I'll do that timer. The character will be removed from space, and everything will be fine. So, thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Put that timestamp in there for me. Alright guys, now I can give you guys my full attention. Whether you like it or not, we have so many requests to catch up on, so much chat to catch up on. I think I was about to go off on a tangent for lore.